Did you think this stories of mythical creatures are real like tales? Today we gon' tell you about 10 mythical creatures around the world.
Number 10. Mermaids.
Most ancient cultures are describing these mythical creatures. A race of half-human and half-fish hybrids that live in the ocean is a tale of mermaids, or are they true tales? Columbus, a famous explorer, even spotted 3 during his first trip to America. He described them as not so beautiful as they are said to be, for their faces had some masculine traits. But our tales are always said about beautiful female mermaids, aren't they? Sometimes maybe the creatures we call mermaids are manatees and dugongs. Both animals are huge. Therefore we called sea cows. They are the largest aquatic herbivores in the world. A fully grown sea cow is about 6 feet long, which is around the height of an adult human. They have 5 human finger-like bones on their flippers and can turn their necks and stand in shallow waters like a human.
Number 9. Dragons.
Dragons are the most common mythical creatures in the world. They have varied descriptions, but many unrelated cultures attest to their existence. According to the description from China, dragon has a head of a camel, the horns of deer, the ears of a cow, a serpentine neck, the belly of a clam, the scales of a carp, an eagle's claws, eyes of a rabbit and the tiger's paws. In Chinese culture, dragons are sacred, fortunate, creatures of highly spiritual. In Western culture, the dragon is not like the Asian dragon. According to the tales of the West dragon like a demon. The real dragons had varied looks and lived in different parts of the world. Long after they were gone, there found the fossils. They looked like some were huge and others were not. Some had sharp claws, some had wings, and some may have had reptile-like bodies. However, none breathed fire from their mouths.
Number 8. Kraken.
According to old sailors and legend, it is a huge and octopus-like creature and it the most fearsome sea monster ever imaging. Because the legend says these creatures attacked ships with their strong arms and eat the crew. Surprisingly, the remains of a giant squid were found on a shore in Denmark in 1853. It moved from folklore to reality about the Kraken. However, it lives so deep underwater that we have limited information about it. We know it has the largest eyes of all living creatures, grows up to 18 meters, and is frequently hunted by sperm whales for food.
Number 7. Griffin.
The griffin is a hybrid mythical creature. According to myth, they have the faces, wings, and front legs of an eagle and the rear, tail, and hind legs of a lion. Talking of existence, griffins really existed, but that was before the first humans appeared. They were actually a kind of dinosaur called the Protoceratops. Like the griffin, the Protoceratops walked on 4 legs and had a beak but did not have a wing. The creature had long shoulder blades that were easily mistaken for wings.
Number 6. Unicorn.
The unicorn is a mythical horse with a single horn in the middle of its head. But did you think a unicorn is a horse? These creatures origin like rhinoceros, because the Siberian unicorn is really the origin of the unicorn myth. The Siberian unicorn had 4 legs and a huge horn in the middle of its head. They lived in Eurasia until it went extinct around 39,000 years ago. However, unlike the unicorn, the rhino was bigger, stronger, and probably meaner.
Number 5. Sea serpent.
The sea serpent is another ferocious legendary creature of lives in the ocean. According to folklore, it is a monstrous fish-snake hybrid. Although tales of sea serpents have continued to exist throughout the centuries, no animal has been captured so far that has not proved to belong to a previously well-known group. But sea serpent can be the same as oarfish because it reaches up to 30 feet in length, making it the longest bony fish in existence.
Number 4. Gorilla.
Explorer from ancient Carthage called Hanno the Navigator discovered a tribe while navigating the coasts of West Africa. According to in his reports, the tribe had more males than females who he referred to as hairy women and called gorilla. Hanno's party chased the tribe but they all fled. They were considerably faster and quickly climbed the cliffs from where they threw stones at his team. However, his team managed to capture 3. After that they fought back aggressively, forcing Hanno and his men to kill and skin them. He took their skins back to Carthage. The creatures became folklore since no Westerner saw them again until an American missionary called T.S. Savage rediscovered them in 1847. They are the apes we now call gorillas.
Number 3.
Pouakai. Pouakai means old glutton in English. Maori folklore tells of the existence of a giant flying bird. According to folklore, they snatching humans off the ground and carrying them away for consumption. As Frederick Richardson Fuller, a taxidermist at Canterbury Museum later found out in 1871, that bird really existed and it is now known as Host eagle. It was the largest eagle to ever roam the earth. Its wings alone reached 3 meters and its primary prey was the larger, and extinct, moa bird, which weighed between 100 and 250 kilograms. We, humans, weigh considerably less, so the bird may have really hunted us.
Number 2. Rock.
Do you think the Host eagle is deadly? The rock is the worse. If a Host eagle could pick up a human, a rock would pick up a fully grown elephant off the ground. Sailors of old claimed the rock lived on an island just off the coast of Africa. But sometimes maybe rock is the elephant bird. Because it weighed half a ton and grew up to 10 feet, making it the largest bird to ever exist. Like the rock, it lived on Madagascar, an island just off the coast of Africa. However, the elephant bird could not lift an elephant into the sky because it was flightless. Besides, there are no elephants in Madagascar.
Number 1. Yeti.
The Himalayas people have traditionally talked about these creatures. They said the existence of a big and hairy 6-foot-tall creature they call the Yeti. Knowledge in 1921 when some British explorers claimed to have found its footprints while climbing Everest. The explorers said their local guides called them Meto Kangmai. The Yeti is an undiscovered N-group or ungroup uncivilized humans. However, we know a human-sized bear that lives in the snowy region. Sometimes maybe Yeti is the Himalayan brown and black bears because 2 real subspecies of bears that live in the Himalayas. Like the Yeti, both bears are big, hairy, and brown. DNA tests have proven that most of the hair, skin, teeth, fur, and feces that supposedly belong to the Yeti actually belong to these bears.